Everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. Today we're going to look at AVAX, also known as Avalanche, also known as one of the few green coins of the day. So we're looking at AVAX because of that. And also because AVAX is a good project. I do believe in AVAX. It is in one of my top cryptos, as all of these are, that you see in my list on the right here. As we scroll up and down, any of those that you see, I do like. So that's what we cover, usually. Without further ado and any more rambling, let's get right to it. This is a plain and simple daily chart showing AVAX against Tether. And what do we got? Well, we're having a little bit of a pullback since our all-time high, set back right around Thanksgiving. Since the capitulation back in July, AVAX has been leading kind of the way for the breakouts. Let's see what that good old thing did. Almost 1,500% rally from in 120-ish days. Pretty impressive. Even now, we're still up over 800% since the July capitulation. So still looking quite strong and beating a lot of coins. Even as of today, there's not, a ton that's up over 800%, right? Since July? Nah. So what do we have to look for? On the daily chart, if we continue down, where could we find support? I'm glad you asked. Let's zoom in and take a look. So just, again, like I said, no busy charts, just a plain and simple price chart. So first and foremost, you got to look for support. Support and resistance is probably the most overlooked and yet probably the most important tool to learn as a new trader. So first and foremost, we got to look for local lows, which would be right there, $84. If we break that, which we're kind of right at now, right? We could turn around here and go up. That would be great. If we drop below that and close a candle below it, right? You want to close, not just wicks, because we've had wicks. The closing is the important part. So if we close below it, then what? Well, you got to zoom out a little bit and then look back here. Our previous local top. That would be next for AVAX. We had a wick, couple wicks, daily wicks, close, and then fall back down. So I would say right in there will be our next level. How about beyond that? Well, zoom out a little bit more. Then where's our next point? Well, we have kind of our tops back here, but more importantly, this is where potential shift change would be. Market shift change, market structure would be broken if this level is broken. As far as the daily chart goes, you don't want to make a lower low as a close. So yeah, this is considerably lower than where we are now, and I'm not saying we're going to go down this low. This would in fact be an additional ways down there. Let's see what we got. Roughly another 38-40%. Yeah, we'd have to go down another 40% from here for AVAX to break market structure. So not likely in my book. However, that's the daily chart. What about the weekly chart? Let's go see what that looks like. And zoom out a little bit more and see if we can get weekly closes, because these are a little bit more bigly. Okay, so we made our all-time highs. They come back down, little consolidation. What do we got? Well, same thing, right? You got to look at local tops. So I would say somewhere right in this area where this closed at $70. So as long as we remain above 70, A-okay, and quite healthy actually. Because oftentimes when you get your breakout, you want to come back and test previous local tops. You'll see this time and time again in charts. And then once you do that, usually you can get a springboard out of there. And you don't always have to come down like right to the penny. So if AVAX could turn around now, right? Just saying the odds, the longer, if we go down more, this would be a pretty nice level of support. And again, market structure-wise, we can go down even further and still be in this macro level uptrend. How much further? Right here. Right? That's the kind of the bottom-ish area. Right around that 55, 56 level. If we close a weekly candle under that, then we've reversed trend and, more to talk about at that point. But again, that is way down the line. Don't anticipate it's going down there. That's just, here's your safety nets, okay? These two guys right here on a weekly scale. $70, $55, $56 right there. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Let's go look at some more charts, see what else we got. So AVAX using our moving averages, our 21, these are all exponential moving averages. Our 21-day, we're back on the daily chart. Our 50-day, our 100-day in the blue, and our 200-day in the red. So look at this. AVAX, so far, finding nice support on that 100-day exponential moving average, 100-day EMA. So can we turn around here? Sure. We've hit it twice now. So hopefully we do, right? Hopefully we do. If we close under each moving average, the odds just increase of us going to the next one. And where is the next one? That's the 200, and it's way down there at that. Look at the price. They're starting to agree with each other. Remember, we looked at the support and resistance. That hard level, that weekly level is around that 55, 56. Look at the 200, okay? So that would be very strong support if we went down there. If we went down there, that would be kind of, not financial advice, but where you kind of go pack your bags real nice and tight. If you ever get a revisit of something like that. And then that would also coincide with a little bit of a higher high than our previous local low back in here in October when we had that brief dip. And then, like I said, I mean, AVAX has just been on a tear since July, really only up. Minor pullbacks here and there, but this is probably the most substantial. From the peak right here, we are roughly down, 45%, almost 50% drop. So a lot of smart money will look for like 50% off tokens that are certainly as big as AVAX. But even where we are now, we're still down from the all-time high, 37%. Now, do I think AVAX all-time high is in? Of course not. No, I think AVAX will do quite well. It's just a cool off market wide, right? If your coin's doing this and going down 40% while the rest of the market's going up 40%, then you have an issue. But if the whole market's going down and your coin's, even up in a sea of red, right? We have just a few greens and a bunch of red. So if your coin's going up in these times, then fear not. I think you'll do quite well. So AVAX is included in that. Now that's the daily scale. How about the weekly scale? Zoom out a little bit more. Keep our moving averages. Well, unfortunately, AVAX only has a 21-week and a 50-week to look at. But are we above the 21-week? In a bull market, that's what you want to maintain. Moving averages above, or price averages above your 21-week. And we are right there. We're still good to go. And again, like we said, look at this local top back in here. Also coinciding with the 21-week EMA. Fantastic sign. As long as AVAX stays above that 70 level, nothing but health. Okay? Plain and simple. AVAX on the Gaussian channel. Now, you might wonder, why didn't I say 5-day Gaussian channel? Well, if you go to the 5-day, it's not going to help us much, is it? Right? We're way the hell up here. So that's why I use on the daily. Now, the only reason I don't like the daily chart for the Gaussian channel is it has more fake outs, not as enough concrete information. So the 5-day, the weekly, much better. But the daily chart on the Gaussian channel, look how important that is. Look at the wick right to the median line yet again. So could we find support here and go back up? Well, we closed yesterday's candle inside the Gaussian channel. So I would like to close above it today. Well, we close in just under 5 hours. We don't have much to do. AVAX is trying hard to get out of the tar pit. $91, right? If AVAX can close around 91, that'd be a little bit more bullish for me. So watch that. It seems to like to avoid going down under this part. So it's really, the farther down you get in this, it's a little bit more difficult to get out. But again, it's just the daily chart, so don't read too much into it. The 5-day is key, and we're still well above that. So more bullish than most. And the proof, why do I keep saying that? If your coin's way above the 5-day Gaussian channel, you're doing quite well, okay? So what other chart? We got one more. When could AVAX get a big turnaround? Well, we're up 5% today. When what? The rest of the market's going down, and not only that, AVAX has no momentum. This is the stochastic RSI. This is the momentum of your price action. We're at like almost zero on momentum, and AVAX is still going up. So that's pretty impressive. What happens historically after any coin is at a bottom, it doesn't go down a whole lot lower. However, you can stay down here, right? You can lose your momentum for some time. So this could last another couple weeks, sure. But at some point or another, you want to watch for AVAX to cross back in this shaded area to the upside, right? So look at the similarities here. Back in October, we had like a little fake out up and then back down lower we bottomed out, and then our macro level turnaround for the bigger price movements. Look at this move. Come back down, fake out up, back down, lower low. Where are we? Are we going to be doing something like this, another fake out, or are we going to be like in this position and we're getting ready to turn upside in a big way? Or do we have another couple weeks? We're going to hit this and then kind of just fizzle out again, maybe into the next couple weeks in December, then move up, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen. This drop that we had a few days ago should be evident of that enough, right? Lots of big accounts, much bigger than me. Never expected anything like this, right? If you would have said back in October when we were at 60K or 70K, you know, on our way to all-time highs, that we'd approached the new year at $40,000, you would have been shocked. But now, maybe 45K, people might take that, right, towards the end of the year. So just how fast times can change, people's market sentiment can change on a dime. Hey, if Bitcoin goes up 5% in a day, everyone will forget all about this drop. Everyone will be 100K by the end of the year, and it just changes so fast. So maybe you've experienced that. So but AVAX, what you want to watch for is a turn to the upside, break this top, right? Break in here with your red and your blue. And then, you know, this kind of move is what you're looking for, right? Not this dilly-dally, jibba-jabba. You want the Mr. T A-team, straight out, rocket ships. All right, that's AVAX in a nutshell. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. We got A-team, G.I. Joe. You never knew. Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We're way down, guys. We're way down. Extreme Fear. Extreme Fear, 16. Sooner or later, we got to come up. However, like I said, we can last down here a little bit, right? Look back in this time. We fear, if you go to the year chart, right, you can stay down here for a while from our May drop. This is back in May, June, right? Then we came out of it in July. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. If you're to only buy an extreme fear and only sell an extreme greed, it'd be hard pressed to lose money, although some of you might do it. So these are the times that will not last down here a whole lot longer. Could it be another week? Could it be another 2 weeks? Sure. Could it be another few hours? That would be great. So let's go up. I'm on the up team now. Let's go. The quote of the day: if you try to fail and succeed, which one have you done? It's a joke. It's a joke, people. Don't read too much into it. It was a joke. Most of the quote, I didn't like the quote of the day, so I just threw this up there. All right, car of the day, BMW M4 in probably the best color I've ever seen in a BMW. I mean, I still don't know what to call it. I meant to look it up between my last video where I had this. I still don't know the color. I didn't do it, but I love it. Anybody knows the color, let me know. I could just look it up myself. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. M4, BMW, probably my favorite. It's the new one, 2022. I like the grille now. I didn't like it at first. When it came out, they teased it like maybe a year and a half ago or whatever, or 2 years. And I was like, how big are they going to make that thing? You could put some burgers and you could grill out on that thing. But now it's good. Now it's a car grill and also charbroil. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Watch out, coming through. Hot grill. I'll stop.